Hello there buddies, welcome to this week's buddy vlog. I'm recording this Thursday. I'm not too sure whether this will actually go up today or whether I'll put it up tomorrow alongside my game video. I'll decide later today. But apologies that there wasn't, I didn't do this yesterday or Wednesday. Basically I got a bit of news that kind of put me in a less than motivated frame of mind. Basically I got some kind of saddening news, so yeah, I'm not going to go into it. It is personal, and I hope you guys will respect that. But yeah, that's the basic reason why I didn't do it. But I did want to do something because it's been 2 weeks since my last buddy vlog, and next Wednesday I'm getting married, so I doubt I'm going to be able to do a vlog that Wednesday. The Wednesday afterwards I'm coming back off my honeymoon, so there's a good chance that I won't be doing a buddy vlog that week. So I'm hoping to do like 1 or 2 little mobile kind of vlogs if I can, but as it's going to be like at least 3 weeks until I can actually sit down and do this properly with you guys, I wanted to get something out before all that. Not a lot has really been going on my end. It's, as I've been saying quite a lot recently, it is just getting on with my work, doing the game, and planning for the wedding as it's coming up. So yeah, there's not really a lot I can talk about besides that. In the last week, I think it's the last week, it's mostly happened just to briefly talk about a couple of things that's happened in the general world. There's the whole bear simulator thing, which I know a lot of people have spoke about already. Anyone who doesn't know, there was this whole thing that Bear Simulator got released. It was a Kickstarter campaign by Farjay Studios. They raised £100,000. It's either £100,000 or $100,000. I think dollars. But either way, they raised this money to develop this game. It recently got released, and it's had, from what I know, it's not had a very good reception. But the thing is, I have seen comments where people have said that they've played a lot of it and they are really enjoying it. But the thing that I'm kind of talking about at the moment, again, that you guys might already know, Farjay have decided that, or announced that they are no longer going to be developing the game. They're not going to be updating it. I don't think they're going to even fulfill their Kickstarter promises of like the extra add-ons. And this is because of, well, it seems to stem from Pewdiepie. Pewdiepie did a video on it, and he talks very negatively about the game, and from that, I assume from that, a lot of people took it and went and I don't know if you'd consider that they went and attacked the developer or harassed them, but it led to him getting basically inundated with a lot of negative comments, and from that he has decided to cease development, or they have decided to cease development. My take on it is that I feel that it's a little sad in a way, that he would feel that just from getting negative feedback he should completely stop development. If it's something that you have a passion for, it is your vision, it is your project, you should, I feel, kind of, you should completely back it. You should have confidence in it, and you should see it through. There's also the level that, as it's a Kickstarter campaign, and it's a campaign where people have pledged money, and they've pledged a lot of money, and myself, I pledged to it as well. People have pledged a lot of money to see this game get fulfilled and be released, and they are looking for what was promised to them in the campaign. I can't help but feel you have a certain duty to that, to a degree. It's a lot of things are a bit kind of wibbly wobbly. But there is the other flip side that I can kind of understand, that if it looks like you're basically backing a project that has already failed, or can seem that way, then you can kind of not see a point in putting in time, effort and money to further develop something that isn't getting appreciated. I can kind of understand that, but at the same time, it has that kind of thing that he's taken, oh, I'm getting negative feedback, I don't want to do this anymore. And in anything that you put out into the world, you've got to expect at least some negative feedback. It's really hard because obviously I don't know the complete extent to his reasons. If it is just a case of he's had some negative comments and decided to pull the plug, then that's sad. But if he's doing it as a business thing where he's looked at the figures and gone, right, this is just completely on a downward, no one wants this, it is just a complete waste of time and money, then I can kind of understand it a bit more. But I don't know, it's really hard to say. On the Pewdiepie side of it, there seemed to be afterwards a number of people that went and attacked Pewdiepie, because it seems that a lot of people follow Pewdiepie in his negative comments about the game, and they took that to the developer. But then when the developer announced that from the negative comments he was going to cease development, a lot of people then seemed to turn to Pewds, Pewdiepie, whatever you want to call him, Felix, and they took to him and had a go at him for making this guy feel bad. Now, one, it's not his fault if people watch his videos and then take his opinions and use that as a driving force for their actions. Anyone who does that kind of, I'm trying to think of how to word it. I'd like to think that people wouldn't do that. It'd be nice, and I know people do, but the way it should be is if you see someone, I mean, obviously PewDiePie has a certain amount of celebrity, he has a lot of people that watch him, and with that there is going to be the thing that people kind of take his opinions as their own and they will run with it. And I would ask people, really don't do that. Take the time to research things for yourself and think for yourself. If you have these opinions already and then you see that someone else has them as well, then fair enough, you can take that on board and use it as a further discussion upon your own thoughts, whether as in say, oh, I never thought about this, or yes, this backs up what I was thinking as well. God, I'm getting really deep with this. I wasn't meant to, but I am. The main thing is that he was expressing an opinion, and it's a very strong opinion, I will admit, and he does at least at one point take that to the developer, whereupon at the end of the video he actually says, Farjay, fuck you. Is it actually he says fuck you, or he calls him a name, something like that. Whether or not that is meant to be a personal attack upon the actual developers as people, or whether I very much doubt it is that. I don't think that Felix would be like that to personally attack somebody. But at the end of the day, he is expressing disapproval at the game. And I can understand that, but at the core of it is, it's an opinion. He is free to express an opinion. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone can have their opinions, and then opinions can then be discussed upon. You cannot say that someone's opinion is right or wrong, because it is a very subjective thing. People saying that he should not have said what he did say is completely wrong. He is free to do that. To say that he should have some kind of consciousness as to the following he has and the potential that these people can then take what he says and run with it. Yeah, you can say that he should think about that, but at the same time he shouldn't, because it's not on him the actions of others. As I say, if you watch someone or you see someone express an opinion, whether they're famous or not, don't just point blankly take it and run with it. Think about it. But yeah, that's the thing is, I've played Bear Simulator. If you haven't seen it, there's a video about here that I'll show you. Now, I've played it for like half an hour or an hour, and I'll admit I found it lacking. I didn't find it a very enjoyable experience. It's not that it wasn't enjoyable, it just wasn't overly enjoyable. It was very kind of meh. But to put it into context, the most exciting part I had in it was I found a baseball cap that I could wear, and you could see the little avatar of the bear in the bottom suddenly wore a hat, or suddenly was wearing a hat, and that I found exciting, because I'm sad that way. But yeah, that was the highlight of the game for me, and I don't know whether I probably will go back to it at least once more to delve in and get a better idea of what I think of it. If any of you guys have seen the video, or you want to see or are interested in seeing more of the game in any way, let me know. And like I said, I'm probably going to delve into it at least one more, but it'll be interesting to know if other people are interested in seeing more of it. But yeah, like I say, I wasn't overly taken by it, and that's my opinion. But at the same time, I believe that he was going to be carrying on development and more things were going to be added, and maybe that would help shape the experience, but apparently not anymore. We'll see. But yeah, that's rounding that up. I've spoke a lot longer about that than I meant to. The other thing I wanted to bring up that got my attention recently is a Kickstarter campaign for something called the Ossic X, which is a pair of headphones. It reproduces audio to put the listener into a 3D environment. Now, instead of like a surround sound headphones, which will give you like a 360 on a single plane around the person, but the thing is that will be fixed to your head position. If this kind of demonstrates what I'm on about. These headphones have like head tracking in them, and they have I think they come with a piece of software, so they actually get customized to the listener for like their head size and ear shape and things like that. And these put you in an environment that you can actually kind of move around. The best way I've found to describe it from what I've read is similar to like you put on a VR headset and you are put into a room. That room stays stationary and you can move around within it. This is what these headphones do for audio. Now they are advertising them for music and film, but they are also advertising them for games and for VR. Now I think these would be a fantastic thing for VR, because obviously you already get put into a visual environment that you can move around. So being able to be put into an auditory environment that you can move around as well is only going to enhance the immersion. Sadly, I can't afford a VR machine, but I can afford these headphones, and obviously I'm a sound designer, so these fall within my kind of working area. So I'm also interested on it for that, and they're like a quarter to a third of the price of a VR headset. I think they were about 200 quid. But yeah, I thought I'd bring them up in case anyone of you guys were interested. Apparently these things can also, the way they re-encode audio works on audio that hasn't been developed for a 3D environment, meaning that if you listen to an audio track, say a music track that's mono or stereo or has been mixed into surround sound, then this will re-encode it to make it into a 3D sound or 3D mix. And same with if you play a game that's in stereo 5.1, 7.1, it will re-encode it and put you into a 3D environment version of it, which I'm very much interested in. I'm sure a lot of other people will be. I'm assuming it works in a similar way that you can get hi-fis that take stereo mixes and makes a virtual surround sound mix of it, but obviously a lot more in depth. So yeah, I'm watching that. There'll be a link in the description for that campaign if any of you guys are interested. But yeah, I've talked a lot longer than I was meant to, and a lot of it about Bear Simulator. But there you go. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. Like I said, I've explained why I didn't do this, and I'm sorry that this is late this week. And I hope that I'll do like a couple of mobile small vlogs over the next 2 weeks, as I won't be able to sit down and talk with you guys in this format during that time. And regarding my upload schedule, I don't know how it's going to work, because with the amount of work I've been doing in all this, I've pretty much been finishing edits of of videos on the same day that they've been uploaded, so I don't know if I'm really going to get much chance to get things ahead of time. I hope to. What I'm hoping I can at least find a middle ground where I'll do, like, I might miss an upload on the Wednesday but upload on the have an upload scheduled for the Friday, miss one for the Monday but have one ready for the next Wednesday. Worst case scenario, that I'm just going to have to take a week off, which is going to suck. I really don't like doing that, and I apologise, but I hope you guys will understand that there's been a lot going on, and obviously I'm going to be away for my wedding and my honeymoon. But I'll keep you guys updated. I'll try to keep people updated via my Twitter account as to what exactly is going up and when. But yeah, that's going to be what's happening over the next week or two, just so you guys know. But yeah, talked a lot. I'm sorry that I look a bit of a mess. It's now 5 to 10. Christ. But I actually got up really early because I had to go off with my brother to do something, and I woke up late, so I completely missed my shower, and I've not long got back, so I'm going to be going for a shower now. But yeah, I'll end this here. God, this went on longer than I meant it to. Yeah, please feel free to jump into the comments or hit me up on Twitter if there's anything that I've discussed here that you'd like to talk more in depth about, or if you just want to tell me about what you've been up to for the last week or two, or what you're going to be up to, considering I'm going to be away a little bit. Yeah, and we'll interact that way. Otherwise, I shall see you guys in the next one. Bye.